Good morning and welcome to this episode of Getting to Know Our Heavenly Family. Today I want to introduce you to a friend of Saints Augustine, Jerome, and Martin, as well as several others. Pontius Meropius Anicius Paulinus, more simply known as Paulinus, was born in Bordeaux, modern-day France, into a noble senatorial family around the year 354. Bordeaux, then part of the Roman Empire, was a major center for learning, culture, and trade. As a member of the nobility, Paulinus would have received an excellent education in preparation for a career in civil service. Among his teachers was the famous poet Ausonius, under whom he studied literature and rhetoric. Around the age of 23, his career entered full swing when the Roman Emperor Gratian appointed him as a suffect consul at Rome, a position held in high esteem among the ruling class. A few years later, the emperor appointed him as governor of Campania, a region that included Naples and many surrounding cities, including Nola. Though less important than many other cities when he was governor, Nola caught Paulinus's attention because the townspeople had a great reverence for the 3rd century martyr Saint Felix, who was buried there. Saint Felix was a priest likely martyred during the persecution of either Decius or Valerian between 251 to 260. Inspired by the locals' devotion to Saint Felix, Paulinus built a road to make it easier for pilgrims to travel to his tomb, as well as a hospice where they could stay. Although Paulinus held an important position of power as governor, the faith and devotion that the people had for Saint Felix stirred in him a desire for something greater, leading him to inquire into the Catholic faith. After the assassination of Roman Emperor Gratian in 383, Paulinus moved to Milan to study the Catholic faith, most likely under Saint Ambrose. He then returned home to Bordeaux, where he continued his studies, was baptized a bishop, and married Terracia, a noblewoman from Barcelona. Terracia's strong faith greatly influenced Paulinus, helping him to grow closer to Christ and embrace a more radical life of prayer and asceticism. Not long after their marriage, Terracia gave birth to a son, but the child died within a week. This profound event, instead of leading them to anger or despair, prompted Paulinus and Terracia to deepen their devotion and trust in God. They felt God calling them to a more intense life of prayer and asceticism. Consequently, they sold most of their possessions, donated the money to the poor, and mutually agreed to live in abstinence as husband and wife. While in Barcelona, Paulinus's faith and good works became so well known that he was asked to become a priest. His ordination either took place in Barcelona or back in Campania, where Paulinus had been governor and where he first discovered the Catholic faith. In Campania, Paulinus and Terracia settled in Nola, Saint Felix's burial site, since Paulinus attributed his conversion to Saint Felix. After Terracia died, Paulinus was chosen as bishop of Nola around 409, when he was about 56 years old. He would carry out this responsibility until his death 22 years later. As we honor Saint Paulinus today, ponder your own journey of faith. Looking back at life, especially at any challenges you have faced, have you allowed God's grace to strengthen you through those challenges, or have you turned away as a result? Allow St. Paulinus to inspire you on your journey, using every challenge and every natural gift for the sole purpose of glorifying God and fulfilling his perfect will. St. Paulinus, you were a nobleman, poet, husband, priest, widower, and bishop. You found your true riches in your vocations, not in the wealth or prestige of the world. Please pray for us that we may embrace our vocations more fully, seeking only to advance the glory of God and the salvation of souls, beginning with our own. St. Paulinus of Nola, pray for us.